Good stuff, Brooks and Dunn. Ain't nothing about you. Better Country 101.7 The Bull. Thanks for listening here this morning as we are hanging out here on a Monday, hanging out with a special guest here as I'm playing the wrong music here. It must be a Monday, man. I tell you what. We are hanging out here chatting with Sharon, who is the Community Engagement Manager for the Girl Scouts of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. She's kind enough to join us here. We're talking cookies. I mean, it is always a good time when we get to talk about cookies. Although I do have a bone to pick with her because she walks into the studio with a box full of cookies, puts them on the floor, and says, "These are not for you." So, yes. I mean, we all got off to a rough start there, but you know what? I'm okay with that. She did say she brought some for us here, though, at the station. But, Sharon, good to see you. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Oh, we're doing wonderful here. We're doing wonderful. Of course, all kidding aside there with that fun stuff. So, Girl Scout cookie season is upon us here. You know, that's one of the beautiful things of early in the year, even though the weather's still pretty chilly and, you know, we have a little snow on the way coming up potentially this week. It is Girl Scout cookie time, and that is always an exciting time for folks like us. And let's talk a little bit about, you guys have got locations where you guys are selling those cookies, and let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes. Okay. So every weekend through the end of cookies, we will be at Walmart in West Burlington, Mount Pleasant, and Keokuk. We'll be at Hy-Vee in Burlington and Fort Madison. We'll be at Fairway in Burlington and Farm King, and Fort Madison Farm and Home.
Okay, and that's every weekend. Every weekend.
Somebody will be there.
And cookie season, you said that's cookie season. Well, how long does cookie season go there for you guys?
Cookies go through about the late middle of March, like the 23rd
Mid to
of
late
March.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So just keep that in mind then. If you want to get cookies, you got plenty of time to go do it. So on top of those locations, though, that you're going to be at every week, you're going to be at specific locations, specific weeks, and we can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the 14th through 16th, we'll be at Heartland Harley-Davidson, Ollie's Bargain Outlet, Pet Supplies Plus, Two Rivers Bank and Trust in Mediapolis, and Kempker's True Value in Fort Madison.
And that's coming up this weekend. Keep an eye on that and go to those locations if you're looking for the Girl Scout cookies, because there are a lot of people who come to you and say, hey, we're having trouble finding the cookies. Not near as much door-to-door like they used to do back in the day, but there is still a way people that can access get to the cookies. And why don't we talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So if you don't remember these dates and places that I just told you, you can go to our website, which is girlscoutstoday.org. And there's a cookies tab and says buy cookies now. And it will take you to our cookie finder. Where you can place your zip code, and it will tell you all of the upcoming locations for your area.
We're talking with Sharon Shaw. She's the Community Engagement Manager for the Girl Scouts of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois here on 101.7 The Bull. Because I'll be honest, I forget the location. I forget locations all the time. So you hear those locations, you may make a mental note, but you know, for some people, like 30 seconds later, it's gone. And then you're like, well, darn. What was that website, though, again, people can check out?
girlscoutstoday.org.
girlscoutstoday.org. Make sure you write that down. Look it up on your search bar so you got it there. Check that out, and that'll be a good place to go. They got that cookies tab, man. Can't go wrong there. So let's talk a little bit, though, about why you guys did. Of course, I mean, it's been a staple of the Girl Scouts for many, many years. But you guys do it to raise the money. What's the money going for? What exactly do the Girl Scout cookie sales help out with each and every year?
That is a great question, and a question we get a lot. About $1.50 of each package goes straight back to the baker to cover their cost. And then what's left, they go to troop funds, and also they go to the council. They stay in our local council to help fund camping, travel, service projects. We have 3 camp properties in our council, and so it goes to support those. It helps keep programs affordable and then offer membership assistance to girls who can't afford the membership fee.
I mean, so you're covering a lot of bases there with those cookies. That's why it's so important to you guys then.
And they're delicious.
And they are delicious. You can't go wrong there. What's your favorite cookie?
Oh, Samoas.
The Samoas?
Yes.
I thought I heard a rumor that those were going away. Was that true?
Not the s'mores.
The s'mores have gone away.
This is the last year for s'mores. So if you like s'mores, you need to stock
by the way.
up. Yes.
That is devastating that we're losing those.
But we still have the Adventurefuls, and they're also delicious.
Yes. Make sure you check those out. And there's plenty of great options for you to check out. And What was the other thing that I had here for you? Oh, yes, I can't forget this. Sharon Shaw, again, joining us here on 101.7 The Bull. You guys talked a little bit, we talked off air before we went on, about an event that you guys held over the weekend, and it sounds like a lot of fun. You got another one coming up here in the month of March. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, we had a cookies and cocktails program at the D&E Grill in Mediapolis. And so the girls sold the cookies in a cookie booth, and then the restaurant served cookie-inspired cocktail drinks.
Ooh.
Yes, it was really nice. And that was a lot of fun. We have another one of those coming up March. Oh, I don't have the exact date.
Uh-oh.
It's between the 14th and 16th.
Between the 14th and 16th.
It's on their Facebook page.
Okay, so yeah, make sure you check that out. What's that Facebook page then?
That's the D&E Grill.
The D&E Grill, okay.
In Mediapolis.
Check it out, our friends there at the D&E Grill, which we were just at the D&E Grill for a 69-cent sale not long ago. But now you can go there, the cookies and cocktails night that they're having there in the month of March. Sharon Shaw, the Community Engagement Manager for Girl Scouts of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. Sharon, anything else you want to add before we let you go?
If you need help finding cookies locally, you can stop by the West Burlington office, 1308 Broadway, and we will be happy to help you.
Happy to help you there, and we have winners who can go pick those up because we do give away cookies each and every week here on the air. So going to be doing that every Friday between now and the end of cookie season. So make sure you check that out. And we may even give away cookies coming up here in just a second. But we do want to say thank you to Sharon for coming in and joining us here this morning. Sharon, good to see you.
Yeah,
and we'll see you again down the road.
Sounds good.
Absolutely. Always good to chat with fine folks there from the Girl Scouts of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. Cookie season is here, folks. Girl Scouts Today was the website there, girlscoutstoday.org. Check out that website. If you're having trouble finding where the cookies are, that's the place you can get it right there on that website, right there on the cookie tab. Here's Post Malone, Luke Combs, 101.7 The Bull.